Hey everybody, I'm in Pinckney Dexter Recreational Area, I believe it's called. I'm doing an overnighter down to about 28 today, 26 I think. And right now it's about 34 degrees I believe. And back on the trail again. I don't have a lot of weight with me, just a tent, sleeping bag, some food, and no GoPro. So I'm using my phone. I can't believe I forgot it. My sister got me some batteries for that thing, so I'm really bummed I forgot it. But there'll be plenty more, so plenty more opportunities for me to use it. It's nice and quiet out here. Not a lot of birds at all. Not a lot of wildlife at all. So a lot like my trek up at Keweenaw Peninsula last weekend. It was just deadly quiet, except there was 3 feet of snow. And with 3 feet of snow, traveling 4 miles round trip to my buddy's property and back to, do a safety check or security check, really, and just make sure everything was secure and grab some property that he wanted. Yeah, that took like 8 to 9 hours, I believe, and our hearts were jumping out of our chest. And so I'm ready for this hike. This is only 7 miles in, 7 miles out. And it's nothing compared to that. There's no snow. But thanks for joining me. We'll see what we can find on the way. I'll stop and take some interesting photos and videos if I find anything. But as of right now, it's deadly quiet. Cool. I think I found something interesting here. It's an old telephone pole with insulator. Oh, what is that? Is that insulation? Oh, those are insulation. Interesting. So this is like an electrical path, I suppose. But this dude fell down. I wonder if those are useful for anything, like at home. Oh, yeah, that's a strand. Ooh, it's starting to snow a little bit. Ooh, it's steep. I almost got some ice spikes. I think that's what they're called. But I think I'm gonna wait for some snowshoes too. They wanted like 75 bucks for the ice spikes. It's like as much as boots, almost. Oh, half price anyway, good boots. Insane. got it on tight this time. That was quick. Pure Michigan. Usually it's good water. Here's that bottle brand I was talking about. Pretty good. I don't know, I saw it on like a YouTube ad or something like that, but it comes with this sweet thing. It's got a couple pockets here for something. Straws. But it's got a sling. Works pretty good. I wish this sling was longer, but it's got loops, so I could get a longer one if I need it, I suppose. Because it's, you put it on, it's fine like that, but when you have a backpack on, it's kind of pulls a little bit. But ooh, it's chilly out. So here's a little story for you. I was with my buddy. He bought 20 acres up in the Keweenaw Peninsula area. And we went up not knowing what to expect. So it was dark by the time we got up there. It took us like 9 hours to drive from Ann Arbor, Detroit area. And basically there was logging trucks, snow plows, logging trucks, just super heavy logging trucks flying down the road. But there was a snowplow driver there, and he's like, "Where are you guys going?" We're like, "Whatever road." And he's like, "Oh, good luck getting up there." He's like, "You can get to it, but you're not going up it." So we scoped it out, and he was right. It was about 3 feet of snow, and my truck was not getting in there. And so we decided to turn around, went to a Native American casino, and proceeded to just, you know, have a little fun gambling. Not a whole lot, but enough to have fun. He won, I lost, but it paid for the hotel room. And get up the next morning, or I should say afternoon. We probably didn't start till about 2:30 p.m. when we got up there, and 2 miles up, 2 miles back in 3 feet of snow. Not ill prepared, but definitely not prepared for that kind of exercise. It was insane. My heart was beating out of my chest, and he was having a rough time too. But motivated each other. Got back to the truck by about 11 p.m. quarter to 11, and proceeded to sleep almost right away as soon as we got back to the hotel room. But I think we ended up getting like a really crappy frozen pizza from the bar. We were starving, and they gave us like $30 each in credit to gamble, which was cool. And I thought I'd used up all my credits by doing like a max bet. That's what it appeared to have happened. Lost all the credits as I gambled it. But apparently I left a bunch on the card, and I left the card at the whatever poker machine I was at. And So we get a knock at the door at like 1:30 in the morning. Boom, boom, boom. We're like, oh man, what do we do? It's like security guard and some kind of casino manager. Hey, Stu? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you got credit on your card. You want it? You want to use it? And I'm like, dude, it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm like in my skivvies here. Come on. And so anyway, he left us alone. It was just the weirdest thing. Who does that? A wild animal.
He's actually kind of shy.
Hi, buddy. Hi. Started to kind of mix snow rain right there for a minute, and I've got a down jacket on that's not waterproof, and I had to throw my togs on. And I'll tell you what, they smell like the last hike I took in the Porcupine Mountains the last time I wore it. Whew. Definitely needed some airing out. Can't explain the smell. It wasn't exactly sweat. It's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it smells more like the plastic that they're made out of. But yeah. Definitely quiet here. I can hear jets passing by, which is too bad. I either hear coyotes or dogs. I'm pretty sure it's dogs. There are coyotes out here though. I've heard them before. Ooh, what do we got here? A little rest area. Can't decide if I want to have lunch now or not. I have one of those real Termat hiking meals from I think it's Norway. Could be Finland. It's Norway though. They're so good. The one that I have is vegan. It's like some kind of squash something or other. And then I bought some let's see, I got a couple different ones. Backpackers Pantry, which I'm not a big fan of. They have a mac and cheese. Got that. I have Kung Pao chicken, or Kung Pao beef, sorry, with rice for dinner. And then I have the Backpackers Pantry peanut butter, I think it's granola and chocolate. Oh, so good. It's like a anytime meal really, but I think it's meant for breakfast. Or maybe even dessert, because it's peanut butter and chocolate. Then I have strawberry and granola with cream or milk. That sounds really good. And then I forgot my spoon. So, of course, I'm gonna have to figure out what to eat it with. Maybe my photo ID or credit card. I don't have a knife on me like an idiot. I could have probably crafted one out of wood. Oh well. And then, boiled it to kill off anything. But what are you gonna do? So I do have plastic spoons and my titanium spoon at the truck, but that's about 5 miles that way. I'm halfway there pretty much, so I don't want to do that. There are some houses nearby on these trails. Maybe I could be like, do you have any kind of a spoon? I'll return it tomorrow. Yeah. Starting to get chilly though. I'm thinking about building a fire tonight, or just hunkering down. I don't know where that word came from. But anyway, I'm gonna hunker down in a sleeping bag possibly right away as soon as it gets dark. But if I could start a fire, it's all wet and gross, I might do that. think I found my favorite bench in this whole place. Right here in the view. I'm sure you can see it. It's pretty nice. It's a cool little house right there. These are pretty dangerous, but this one actually has a little abrasion pads or whatever, so you don't slip. Whew. This is one of my favorite places to take pictures. The sunsets here in the summer are amazing. See any fish? How bad would it be if I dropped this right now? Oh, I'd be so mad, because then I'd have to go in and get it. And we continue. We've come to a fork in the road. One way leads to water. It's another one of those pumps. This road leads to rest, relaxation, food, hopefully fire, and shelter. I brought my 2-man, what is it called? 3FUL, that's what it is, 3FUL ultralight. 2-person tent. I've got my 1-person tent on loan. I stayed up here last year. Wasn't a big fan because they're so close together. A family stayed at that one, super loud, while I was at that one. I have decided to go a little deeper into the woods in number 10, I believe. It doesn't matter, I got this whole place to myself tonight. Let's go check out this site, because it looks like it might actually have some wood that might be somewhat dry. Yay! Oh. Yeah, might be able to make something out of that. So there's houses on this, and I really wish there wasn't, but it is very pretty, I must say. Well, it took a little bit of time to get in this thing. But I'm all wrapped in down, goose down, both in my sleeping bag, my jacket. I have down on my on my feet. I have little like down socks. And I'm warming up. I have a Climate 3R, I believe, rated mattress pad, and then one of those mats. So we'll see how it goes. I was very cold getting in here, but then again I was changing out of my hiking pants and into some thermals. I do have a wool shirt on too, and a wool hat. I didn't bring any gloves. I'm not sure why I didn't bring gloves, but I definitely should have. But my hands aren't cold. I've been keeping them covered with my down jacket and stuff. So it's only, I believe, about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just had to get in here because it started to kind of sleep a little bit. So I'm probably just going to watch a movie and hopefully drifting off to sleep right when it gets dark. And then I'll wake up at first light, maybe I'll sleep then. And then maybe get hiking when it's warmer. We'll see. I'm excited. Let's see how it goes. Night, y'all. I think we have some wild dogs fighting over there. That's crazy. Of course, there is a house really nearby, but that sounded like 3 or 4 dogs fighting. So, when you're in a survival situation, you have to end up using anything you have to be able to survive. I'm using my Blue Cross Independence health card. Definitely delicious. 9 out of 10 would recommend using this. It actually works really well. You can get a huge mouthful. Make sure I don't bite it here. Got a funny feeling I might. Oh, yeah, it's slippery. Holy cow, it's steep. Oh, it is icy. Wow.